you never know exactly what you're going to get when you make documentaries.
How can we get out of Norway?
Det var jo ingen som hadde gjort det før.
You know, you always know that when you make a documentary about such a long lifespan, there will be a lack of material in the early years. And I was thinking, no, maybe I can use the animation style from Take On Me to tell, and use animation to tell some of those early stories.
Satt på en sånn liten bedsit I London og skulle vise låter da.
We didn't have a plan B, because plan B, you've already started doubting plan A.
Klarer dere å bli verdensberømt?
Ja.
The underlying theme is they are kind of fighting for the narrative about AHA. Each of them have their own story. So I think that's because they are so open with us. They want us making the film, telling their story, Magne's story, Morten's story, or Paul's story, and they have different perspectives.
And so I knew that there were conflicts in the band, and I knew that you know, we would probably, but I wasn't even sure if we were going to get them to talk about it, because they've done it in books and in interviews. But maybe, you know, when they decided to actually let us do the film, I was thinking maybe they've decided now to not talk about these things at all.
AHA har aldri vært basert på vennskap. Vi har et fellesskap I musikken. Til slutt så står man sånn og har bare lyst til å kline hverandre ned, liksom.
It took like 10 minutes or something when I started to do the separate interviews with them before they started on their own. I didn't even have to start asking. And then, of course, we had no idea. We were hoping that they would go in the studio together. We were hoping that something would happen that would surprise us. And, of course, it did.
The first time a Norwegian group has made it big all over the world.
Suddenly we were going to Australia with thousands of people at the airport.
I think it's very interesting because they are so three strong individuals, and it was a challenge for me and Thomas to get close to them. But at the same time, when we started shooting and I could go with them alone with the camera, it was easier to get intimate. And I also think what the film shows is the creative process is quite challenging, because they have so high musical ambitions.
I'm hopeful that when they've gotten so old that they have forgotten all their quibbles and the 80s and everything, they will make great music, because they don't even know why, you know, why did we argue, or did we argue? They are forced together because they got this baby when they were really young, called Take On Me. And I'm not really sure if they will ever make an album together, you know, being in the same room and really kind of feeding on each other's talent.